Today is Friday, and that means official picks are to be said. We predicted and reacted to the lines last night, did real solid in our overall thought process, was really kind of on par overall with Vegas. We didn't find too many disrespectful values. Was there really any disrespectful values? Not really. So Vegas is kind of learning from their kind of early 2 weeks mistakes of truly undervaluing a lot of teams. So I'll give them credit. I mean, the highest line of the week is Ravens Lions, and it's at 8. And this Cardinals Jaguars just moved to 8 as well. So no 12.5 point, no 13-point spreads out here. No disrespectful. Oh no, the highest is Broncos Jets. Broncos minus 10.5, and we kind of like that. So here we go. All right, week 1, we did good. We hit 4 1-1. We make 6 picks officially. 4 1-1, 4 hits, 1 loss, and then 1 push. Last week, we didn't do so hot. We didn't do so hot last week. Last week, we went officially 2-4. Really not good. We missed the Cardinals minus 4. They win by 1. Dolphins plus 3. Nowhere even near there. Rams minus 3.5. The half a point hook. They win by 3. Unfortunate. And then the Saints minus 3.5. Once again, they couldn't even move the ball. So we were right kind of on par thinking with 2 of them, and then not even in the realm of thinking on the other 2. And then we ended up hitting the Texans plus 12.5 and the Cowboys plus 3.5. So this week, if you follow the show, you know that we do 3 picks in our locks category, 3 picks in our 99% guarantee category. But this week, to make up for the lackluster performance, to say this, put it nicely, to make up for the lackluster performance, we're going to go 6 locks, baby. We're feeling so gosh dang good. We doubled down. We hunkered down. These numbers were running through our head the entire day yesterday. And we made these picks because we know they're all going to hit, folks. And we had 1 good week, 1 bad week. This is a tiebreaker week. Do we know what we're talking about? Do we know what we're talking about over here, Takes My Fans? Of course we do. There's never a doubt. There's never a question. So 6 locks coming at y'all. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready to win some money this week? Because we're going 6-0. We're going to hit all these picks, baby. So here we go. Let's start picking some games. Our first pick of the week, a lock of the week. These are all locks, folks. Here we go. First game up that we're picking is the Ravens minus 8, folks. We gotta take this Ravens team. No. They just came off of a big primetime game where they ended up winning. They can't go and lose to the Lions now. Come on. I mean, everybody would instantly write off the Ravens. If the Ravens are the Lions' first and only win of the season, I would not want to be Lamar Jackson, because I can only imagine the narratives that they're going to be pushing in the national media. The Lions, y'all know how many points the Lions have gave up over the first 2 games? Go ahead, take a guess. You got your guess in? The Lions, over 2 games. 2 games. There's only been 2 games, folks. They have given up 76 points. 76 points in 2 games? And you're telling me that this Ravens team, this Ravens offense, that nobody could stop? The Chiefs couldn't even stop them? Lamar Jackson was the only man that could stop them because he threw 2 interceptions and still won the game? You're telling me this Lions team is going to be able to stop this Ravens offense? No way. They couldn't stop any other offenses. This is the week against the Ravens? I'm not buying it. The Lions, I'll give them credit for being competitive and trying to hang in some of these games here. I'll give them that. But at the end of the day, when Lamar Jackson is just running all over this defense and they get exhausted, they're going to fold at some point, whether it's at halftime, the 3rd quarter, early 4th quarter, whatever time it is, they're going to fold at some point in this game, and the Ravens win probably very, very handily. We'll swallow the 8 here. We've got no faith in this Lions team just quite yet. We like their competitive spirit, but at some point you got to start winning games for us to truly buy you and bet on you and all that. So I'll give Dan Campbell a little bit of credit here, but we're talking about John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson. Le'Veon Bell could potentially be making his debut as well. Let's see. Do we have any information on our man Le'Veon Bell? I mean, that's how I feel about this game. I don't even need Le'Veon Bell here for this Ravens team. I really don't even need him. So we'll see if he goes. Let's see. We get any news on this man? Le'Veon Bell, week 3. He's going to be playing? Let's quickly take a look. Le'Veon Bell, week 3? Question mark? Le'Veon Bell, week 3. What's going on? Ravens protect 4 practice squad players ahead of week 3. Is that Le'Veon Bell? All right, here we go. Let's see what they say here. The Ravens are gearing up to take out the Lions. Baltimore takes Detroit. Seriously, okay. Ravens also terminated the practice squad contract of punter Johnny Townsend. Their 4 practice squad protections were quarterback Trace McSorley, Le'Veon Bell. All right, so Le'Veon Bell is not going to be playing this week. All right, but it doesn't matter. We don't need them to do it. They were just fine last week without him. So they're kind of an insurance policy, and it seems like they're using them as that. So, yeah, Ravens -8. We'll swallow all those points. We'll see if the Lions can make a little bit of headway here in the competitive edge of the game. But Ravens, surefire bet right here, -8. We'll take it. Alrighty, next game up here in our lock section. All locks today. Ooh, we even got some good value here. Ooh, we got who's betting? Oh my God. All right, well now I got a problem with y'all because y'all drove this line down and it should not. It should be keeping increasing. We should be getting worse value here. But I guess I'll thank y'all for taking this and making it more of a favorable bet for us. But Colts Titans. We're taking the Titans -5. You're telling me that Jacob Eason and Brent Hundley can do something with this Colts offense? Of course not. Of course not. Carson Wentz is probably not going to play, and even if he does, those ankles aren't going to hold up. We know this man's injury history. You better sit this man out 10 weeks to rest those twisted ankles, those ankle sprains that he's got. Carson Wentz is still listed as questionable, and I'm saying he doesn't play. And I'm not believing in Jacob Eason. The man is garbage. I'm sorry. Brent Hundley, he's not good, and we haven't seen him for 4 years, so he's going to probably be a little dusty. And then we've got them on the road on top of all that, going against division opponent, the Tennessee Titans, that just won and came back from big behind in Seattle. And we all know about Seattle, the 12th man. You can't even win there. The Titans came back there. Derrick Henry led the charge there. This Colts team, I like the team overall, but you need a quarterback here. They're not going to be able to move the ball down the field. The Titans will eat up the running game because that's all you have to cover, and Derrick Henry is going to make it a long day for this defense, probably rushing for about a light 200, some light 200, no big deal. So Titans here, they blow out the Colts here. I only have to swallow 5. I was coming into this segment thinking that they would have to swallow 5.5 points, but y'all are taking the points here for the Colts for some reason. What are y'all seeing? Y'all are Jacob Eason believers? Is that what I'm hearing? Brent Hundley believers? Because it sounds like they're going to use both of them. Y'all believing in that? I'll let y'all take those points. We're not doing that over here, though. Titans -5. Surefire bet. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Next pick in our lock section. They're all locks here. 6 locks coming at you. And we're putting our money where our mouth is, folks. We've got the Rams as the #1 team in the league. A lot of people, some have the Chiefs, some have the Bucks. We like the Rams here. We like the Rams, and the Rams are facing the Bucks here. And we're going to put our money where our mouth is. We're taking Rams plus 1.5 points here. Rams at home, a big thing. These are 2 great teams. These are the 2 top 3 teams in the league, folks. According to our power rankings, we have Rams 1, and then we have Bucks 3. So these are 2 of the most elite teams here in this league. It's going to be a great game. We can talk about both offenses. They both got great offenses. We can talk about their defenses. They both got great defenses. We can talk about their coaches. They both got great coaches. These teams are great, folks. They all are great. Offense, defense, skills, quarterbacks, wide receivers, linemen, running backs, defensive edge rushers, linebackers, safeties, corners, linebackers, all of that. Coaches. I mean, sheesh. We got Sean McVay versus Bruce Arians. I mean, folks, these are good coaches here. So, 2 great teams, but Rams at home, they're getting 1.5 here. We'll take that 1.5. We don't think they'll need it, but we think they win straight out. But Rams at home here, they take advantage. Tom Brady's been throwing picks here. He's been throwing picks here early this season. This Rams defense will make them pay. And the genius play calling, we've seen it here over the last 2 weeks. These Rams, whenever the opponent scores, they score right back. They are like, oh, we actually need a score right here. Well, they all get on their bullshit and go down and score the ball. 90-yard drive, 80-yard drive, 70-yard drive. It doesn't matter. Whenever y'all score, they'll be right there putting up points and answering the call. That's what's so impressive about this Rams team. They score every single time they need to score. I don't know another team that scores every single time they need to score the ball here. So if Tom Brady gets a little kind of, you know, a little lackluster a little bit, a little antsy, throwing the ball. You got Jalen Ramsey, and then you got Aaron Donald pressuring up front. And we love what this Rams team has been doing. They just had a nice, tough opponent last week, and they come out with the win. Now they're at home against another tough opponent. We think they live up to the occasion. This Bucs team, they faced the Cowboys week 1. Good game, good close game. Good close game. Once again, you can get close with this Bucs team. It's not like they're blowing out everybody. Against good teams, they get close. And this Rams team is better than the Cowboys, so that's interesting. Last week, the Bucs blew out the Falcons. That's nothing impressive to us. It's the Falcons. They're absolutely trash. It doesn't matter. So this Rams team, a nice, tough opponent. Week 2, they handle it very well on the road. Now they're at home. They take care of business. I think Tom Brady throws a pick or two, and that's really the main difference here. The Rams play a clean game. They score when they need to. They'll answer everything Tom Brady does, and they win this game. We're taking the Rams plus 1.5. Putting our money where our mouth is. Like we say, we don't say things for no reason, folks. We're not one of these people that say things to get a rise out of y'all. We don't troll. We don't say anything we don't mean. We're not like, I mean, do y'all watch like the broadcast of like the Thursday night game and the Monday night game, and they had the panel, and they're like, oh, well, I'm taking the Panthers, just like last night. You know, they all took the Panthers, but like when they get to that last guy and they're like, well, I'm going to take the Texans because y'all took the Panthers. It's like, what is that? That's so lame to do. We don't do that around here. We tell y'all what we say, what we feel. We do not tell y'all anything that we do not do ourselves, folks. So we're putting our money where our mouth is. We say the Rams are the best team in the league. We're taking them plus a 1.5. We're taking the Rams here, straight up plus a 1.5. Really doesn't matter, but you know, we're getting a little extra spice here. We'll take the extra spice. Give us a 1.5. Rams plus a 1.5. Alrighty, our 4th pick in our lock section here. We're going to go the New England Patriots -3. Yes, you've heard it, folks. I don't know if I can buy this Jameis Winston team-led offense. I like Jameis Winston, but I mean, the lackluster yards, the man has like 200 yards over 2 games. It's like, what are we doing? They're not moving the ball. They have to go into New England, and, you know, Bill Belichick is not going to make it easy on Jameis Winston. We just saw what he did to Zach Wilson. Obviously, Jameis Winston is 100% better than Zach Wilson. But the point still remains that Bill Belichick will make it tough for the quarterbacks and for the Saints offense to do what they want to do. So they either take out Alvin Kamara, which is probably it. They won't let you utilize him. And, you know, kind of they weren't even really utilizing Alvin Kamara to the greatest extent that we've seen Drew Brees utilize him. So a little bit of another knock on Jameis Winston. He's dinking and dunking all over the field. We saw the 5-touchdown game, but it was like 440 yards passing. It's like something's not adding up here. And then they just could not move the ball at all last week against the Panthers. So now they have to go into New England. Mac Jones is playing perfect game-managing football. Not above average game manager, just game-managing football out here, doing what he needs to do. Taking advantage of the interceptions that the defense causes. We saw, you know, Zach Wilson throw back-to-back picks right there last week, and, you know, they take advantage and score, I believe, 10 points off of those turnovers. So just doing what he needs to do. This Patriots defense makes it a tough day for the Saints offense, and Jameis Winston, they cover the 3 here. I don't see Jameis Winston moving the ball here in Foxborough. Mac Jones getting better every single week, not doing too much. He's got 1 passing touchdown, and I'm fine with that. That's it. I don't need Mac Jones to light it up and throw 50 touchdowns this season. No interceptions so far, not turning the ball over, and they probably would have beaten the Dolphins week 1 if their running back James White doesn't fumble the ball. So this is a potential 2-0 Patriots team that faces quarterbacks, decent talent quarterbacks, week 1 against Tua. They did decent against them, still lost. Last week, shut out Zach Wilson, basically, and now he's got Jameis Winston here. We'll see what he can do. And Patriots at home, I absolutely love it. So we're taking the Patriots -3. Can't believe in this Saints offense. We'll see if the Saints defense can make it a close game, but I don't see Mac Jones making mistakes here. So Patriots here, -3, absolutely love it. Alrighty, our next pick in our 5th pick in our locks category, we're going Giants -3. Giants 0-2, Falcons 0-2. Both backs are against the wall here, but the Giants are at home, and we can trust Daniel Jones. We can trust Daniel Jones to move the ball a little bit. Matt Ryan does not move the ball, and when he does move the ball, he doesn't finish in the red zone. So Falcons on the road again. They're so abysmal offensively, defensively. They're so trash. Matt Ryan, we are 100% sold on. We'll never get back on Matt Ryan. This Giants team getting out to a slow start. Hopefully week 3 is when they truly find their footing. They're at home here, a Sunday game, 1 o'clock. This is it. This is their best shot to win a game right here. Get out to a hot start. We think they take advantage of the lackluster offense and defense that the Falcons have, and the Giants with Daniel Jones gets out to a hot start. Saquon Barkley at home at MetLife Stadium in front of all the roaring fans lives up to the electricity in that stadium and goes wild here. Giants home finally here. We'll swallow the 3 here because Atlanta, we have no faith and believability in, and really y'all should not either. So once again, putting our money where our mouth is. We absolutely hate this Falcons team, hate everything about it except Kyle Pitts and Calvin Ridley. But, you know, unfortunately, you have to have a quarterback delivering you the ball, and Matt Ryan's not the man. So Giants -3 at home. The offense is finally here, and finally next week we can start buying up this Giants team a little bit. We've been waiting 2 weeks to buy into this team. We've been waiting, buying them up the entire offseason. And then when training camp came, from training camp to week 2, it's just been selling the Giants. And we want to get back on this Giants train. They get back on track here, finally winning their first game of the season against Atlanta. We'll swallow the 3. And then our last pick here, our 6th lock here. Our last pick that will absolutely hit. We are going Broncos -10.5. Alrighty, Broncos first home game. And, when we talk about Broncos home game early in the season, we have to talk about the Mile High Air, especially with rookie Zach Wilson, who doesn't know nothing about it. He's anxious. We just read the article. He's anxious to kind of, prove that, he can throw not 4 interceptions in a game like he did last week. He's anxious to put that game behind him. He's anxious coming off of a loss, coming off of a real bad performance, coming into the Mile High City. It's not going to look pretty for Zach Wilson, especially since the Broncos have a good defense, and finally Teddy Bridgewater can let it sling in front of his home fans, and it's just overall not going to be a good day for Zach Wilson. He's going to try to do too much here in the high altitude, sucking wind, not throwing the ball well, and this Broncos defense is ready to take advantage. Let's quickly take a look. Is Jerry Jeudy good to go? I don't think he's good to go. I think, Jerry Jeudy is going to be out this week as well. And once again, that doesn't hinder our decision at all because we know they're deep at that position, and we know that Teddy Bridgewater can still spread the ball around. Last year in Carolina, 3 1,000-yard receivers. He doesn't focus on one wide receiver, the best wide receiver that you have on your team. It doesn't matter. He will hit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then number 1, 2, 3 tight ends that you have. And then number 1, 2, 3 running backs out of the backfield. He will spread the ball around, no problem. But Jerry Jeudy, he is on IR, so they did officially put him on IR. He's going to be missing 3 to 4 games minimum, and game 1 was last week, game 2 is this week, so still out a couple more weeks, but it doesn't matter. They still have Cortland Sutton and Tim Patrick, and then they have Noah Fant at the tight end, and then you have Melvin Gordon, and who was the running back that just really emerged onto the scene, the running back from last week. Let me quickly get that up. I don't want to leave that man out. He truly was looking good. So here we go. Against the Jaguars last week. The Broncos with Javonte Williams, the rookie. 64 yards last week. Rushing the ball, real solid. Running back by committee here for the Broncos. The Jets offense will not be able to kind of, hang around. We saw Corey Davis get absolutely locked down, and when Corey Davis gets locked down, ooh, that's it. Now, what a good potential silver lining here is for the Jets. Let's quickly see. Is Jamison Crowder able to go? Their number 2 wide receiver didn't go last week, unfortunately, and they truly missed him. Let's see if Jamison Crowder is out. He is questionable, so we'll see. Without Jamison Crowder, you're not having your full complement. You have to target Corey Davis a little bit more, and we saw him get absolutely locked down last week. So we're swallowing the 10.5 here, the biggest spread of the night. We are going to swallow 10.5 points here. Broncos at home, and Zach Wilson flounders under the Mile High altitude. All right, so those are our picks this week, folks. 6 locks. Ravens -8, Titans -5, Rams +1.5, Patriots -3, Giants -3, Broncos -10.5, and the odds are absolutely great, folks. Plus 4,000 odds. So you put $100 on this, you're winning $4,000, folks. $4,800. Sheesh. Sheesh, that's some great, that's great, folks. I think we are going to be $5,000 richer come Monday, and it's going to feel gosh dang good. Maybe a little bougie. You may see a little bit of a gleam and a little bit of an upgrade in the studio come Monday with our $5,000. What can we do? You know how many canvases we can get for $5,000, folks? Man, not that many, because these were each $1,000 a piece to make, but, you know, we don't flaunt our cash around here, right? So, 6 locks. We're feeling good. If you're feeling good, rock this train with us, folks. We're ready to kind of prove that, you know, show y'all, hey, last week was a fluke. We're coming out with 6 great ones here.